Welcome to yet another video. In this video, I'm going to cover top 6 stocks for India market for next week, and for you to put in the watch list, which I am tracking. And I want to share that all both technical analysis and maybe talk about some of the fundamental aspect of it, or give you the link of video which I have done previously also, so that way you can get benefit from this. And thank you very much for joining me on this peaceful weekend investing journey. My name is Shivendra Bhatia, and I'm here to share my knowledge so that you all can become a profitable investor and also become pro in your journey of investing. So let's get started. Before I want to be very clear, I have shared the disclaimer at the start of the video. Please consider your financial advisor or take your own wisdom or decision based on any buys and sells. What I'm sharing is only for knowledge sharing purposes. Please don't treat that as an investment advice. It's my sincere request to you. If you want to learn, I'm here to help you, but don't consider this as in your financial advice, because everyone's personal situation is different. And thank you so much for this. Let's get started. And if you're new to my channel, I will and you're enjoying our content, do give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified for the new video which I keep coming up regularly here in this channel. Thank you so much. Let's get started. So let's start with first talk, just without wasting any moment of time, because your time is very precious and I want to give you most value from this session. The first one which is coming on this list is our sugar, and again I want to quickly talk about why it has been. You can look at the chart here. I'm looking at the monthly chart, and when I'm recording this video, it is 17th of April 2022. So please keep that in mind. And this is chart Y. You can see here is very clearly evident here. If I get my pen tool quickly, as you can see here, the chart has been, it's a big rounding bottom, and then you have a breakout. Now stock has run up a bit at the moment, as you can see here, from 700 to 8 to went up to 844 and 823. So I think it's an opportunity, and you can see the big volume down below also. And this is again a monthly chart, so please keep that in mind because that is important. And as you can see here, I'm more I put some trend lines here. Let's that's on the weekly basis so that I'm tracking. As you can see here, the this was, if I try and hide this one, this was a beautiful one because it exactly, this was a long term, this was all earlier high, and this was a swing high here when it was making this formation. This is a weekly chart, and you see the big volumes below, and exactly it, the stock gave a nice breakout, went and retest, and somebody says that the chart patterns don't work. You see there's a nice testing on this, and it went up again. Now I think the time which is very important is we have to keep that in watch list. You can see the long wick, which is not comforting, but at least there's a big accumulation happening. So I think it's a matter of time. We should wait and put it in watch list. Oops, this has become a big wing. Yeah, yeah. And you can just either start acclimating because it's in all-time high territory. And also, as you know, most of the sugar stocks have got a new tailwind because of ethanol formation in India market, and which government is very bullish about it. I think that's where you have to understand and look at the fundamental. The stock has given 3 times the return in last 1 year, and it has been bullish in all time frames. And it is, if I look at it, and this should be the story for most of the sugar stocks. But again, the price target itself is coming around 947. So, but I think the anytime in future, if you can keep in track and see if you get a bit of correction, these are the stocks you have to look at it because they are very strong, and they probably will be giving a better return going forward. So that's the first stock, Awadh Sugar. Then comes in another stock in this list is Bharat Electronic. This is a classic chart and breakout, and this is something I don't want to describe this company because everybody knows it's, and most of the sector enterprise in India are really doing good because sector itself is doing well, and that is something you have to keep in mind when you're investing any companies. And after a rounding bottom, it consolidated a bit and then it given a breakout. Now it's a time when it retests, and that's where you should look at it. And there has been decent volume, so I think it is definitely poised for some good run. I think as a target wise, you can look at Fibonacci as one of the area. Let's see what and or you can look at it, the range, because the range probably could be another one which you can look at it from here. So it has still a long way to go in terms of it, but I would, given that it consolidated a bit and gave a breakout, if it retests this support zone, I think that will be the best time to enter. And targets can be maintained based on uh, the range of this, or you can use the Fibonacci for that matter to see Fibonacci extension, which can be used for this targets here. So let's look at it. So it's already covered most of this range here. It's coming up, and let's look at the. Yeah, and yeah, so you can see here. So these are some of the targets: 292 and Fibonacci extension, because it's already in the um, high territory, 292 and 320. So you can look at it. I would say at this point, risk reward is not in good favor. So please, I would wait for this bit of a dip and then target for first one is 292 as first target, because 0.618 is a golden ratio as a first target, and then look at it and see how it goes. But and volume increasing, so that will be my strategy for BEL. Moving on to the next stock in the list is Infobeam. Now, again, if you are not following my channel, I would request you to first subscribe. If you're liking our content, I keep coming up with a lot of videos. I share a lot of insights for international markets, how you can invest in international market, and also um, eh, share a lot of insights over investing psychology and make you a better investor. So please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you can follow me on Twitter or connect me on Telegram, where I keep sharing a lot of insight. So this company again is a technology company, and just an FII, I have invested at lower levels on this. But what is important is the stock has given a good breakout from all-time trend lines. So ignore all of that. Just follow my mouse, because then it's easier. I'll make it a daily chart so that it's get a better. So promoters, I've been tracking this company for some time. It's a small cap company, so keep that in mind as well. Promoters bought a lot of stocks in this area, 400 levels, and they kind of doubled, almost doubled their stocks. And it after they bought, their stock languished around. Every time I do that, it just moves on. Just and it was in sideways. So you can see here nice base formation and handle, and it gave a breakout. And again, the base formation is happening. But what is important this time is slightly different, right? It is not only that, it has also, if I move to weekly chart, it is actually, this is a trend line. It has broken this time and it's sitting above that, right? So that is one thing, let me, and initially earlier, let me take this one so that you are not fully confused. Yeah. So as you can see, this is a beautiful one. This trend line, when it started off with the first one, right, and I connected these two, so it was never broke this trend line, long term trend line, and it was in this range, right? And made this cup and handle formation saucer. And then this high, if I connect with this high, now stock is exactly taking support at this level and trending higher. So again, the stock is now in a bullish territory, and you can see some decent big volumes down below. Promoter buying at 400. Obviously, the stock has zoomed up, but if you look at it from their quarterly annual numbers, the revenues are increasing and net income is also increasing, and stock has given 3x return. But I think it's just a start, and it is very much anything which has gone up significantly is very hard for somebody to invest on. But I think that's where the most money is made. So one has to really um, keep in mind that if it has doubled, doesn't mean that it will not double again. So you have to be with the strong players. And if it's going all time high, there's something significant changing. So keep that in mind. And also, when there's least of resistance, that's where the stocks starts keep going up. All right. ITC, if you remember and be following this channel regularly, I have been sharing my view on this one. I think if I go back to this was the time. Again, this was in June 2020 and 21. This was a thing I made it, but obviously it was taken because I had my name. So, but again, never mind. I created a video here. As you can see, if you are not subscribed to my channel, this is time for you to hit the subscribe button. I made this video long time back and said in my video, I explained complete analysis of it 6 months ago, and I told specifically ITs, everybody's talking it's a meme stock, don't need to, and everybody's making a lot of laugh about it, and everybody have, gone wrong in that. And I made it very clear, just set it and forget it, because you are waiting for a certain time when you can buy. And ITC stock, you have to, it'll surprise you from upside anytime. You just have to be patient. And that's the exact motto of peaceful weekend investing. Last time when I set it up, I said, and this was a time when I said this is a time to, this was June 2029 where I took a tracking position, started doing it, and it went on sideways. It never broke this low. And I made said, okay, this is the low which you can keep it 200 and then you just buy it. Now it's 269, from 200 to 69, but obviously it has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is a 10th month, almost 1 year, and now it has broken this above this trend line, and now it's above resting. So trend has completely changed in this favor again. Given that everybody is stuck in this stock for a long time, I expect that it'll not going to move rapidly, but seems like there's some buying emerging, and this trend line on the weekly chart makes it beautifully visible that trend has completely changed. Yeah. So if it anytime it retests this trend line, I will be adding more. And I got the first stop loss for this. I am looking at on a monthly basis of previous month, as this previous month is quite a deep one, 200. But I can just simply look at it here as 238 as a stop loss, and targets. The first target I'm looking at it is around 311, and then an all-time high of 370 as my next level for this. So this stock can surprise you upside very easily, and it's already in 269, so that's a great one. Now, again, I'm not going to talk about fundamentals. Everybody know that ITC, most of value unlocking, because they have a paper division which is doing very well. There is an hotels division which is, because post COVID, there's an revenge, a revenge buying and revenge traveling happening after COVID, right? And because they are into consumables, and the also their staples, which is like biscuits and all other sectors which are also doing well, and all the investments will reap benefits going forward. So there's a lot of multiple triggers in this company, plus cigarette business. I think government have not increased the taxes, which is a very positive for them. Again, people, I'm not particular against any sin companies. If some companies, some persons are, I know from few of my friends or fellow students that don't invest in sin companies, so then this company is not for you. So that's the story of ITC, another stocks, is total four stocks now, and now goes in the control print. Now, control print, I don't know if anybody of you know this company. This is a beautiful, unique company by itself. I used to be a shareholder for this company and sold it out because it's going on side up, but now I'm going to be waiting for a trigger to enter again. This company makes a industrial printers which are on the packaging of any product. If you see expiry date and any other labels which are put on batch numbers, this is done by this control print, and it's a unique business by itself. They sell the printers and also sell the consumable. So, and those consumables, there are only around four companies in the world which do that, and this the promoters have been having long-standing experience in this business. This company is quite unique by itself, and the market base which they are targeting at this point is also small, and but at the same time it's expanding because I think recently what has happened is the what has happened is that the company have government has given notification for QR code to be mandatory for some of the products, and that probably increases scope of this company, right? And if you look at it here, the company has been in positive territory. If I just explain you there, yeah, just let me grab my pen tool. So you see, in all the so 81% last year, it's a strong buy as per trading, and their revenues are going up, which is recent. It's worth reading, and technically also, I think I'm waiting for some. Let's look at the technical basis. I think there is a this line. I think is what I'm waiting for to give a breakout above that. Again, it has given a nice saucer breakout, but I think given the long wicks and then you have a volume bars, but if it has a resistance here, I'm waiting for the resistance to be taken out before you know adding on to position. And since this stock has been in downturn for a long time and now recovering because of this could be having selling. So now most of the selling has been done, so it's in strong hands what I can see the stock. So, and recently I think big investors, Dolly Khanna has also invested on this stock, I think at the lower levels, but this was the key. 300 was a very big golden buy area for this stock, but now it's around 434. So any correction, this stock could be a good one to acclimate, and anything above that is something I'll be more interested to add on to it if it goes above. So that will be my strategy. Again, I'm sharing my view here. Please consult your financial advisor. Please don't treat this as any investment advice. I'm just sharing to help you how I analyze my stocks technically and fundamentally. And if you want to know more, you can you know join me on my live webinar so that we can talk in detail about it. I'll give the links below in the description. And if you're so far getting any value from this video, do put a comment box below in it and put your comments, what your key takeaways were. And if there anything which you think you want me to make a video on, that'd be awesome. Moving on, the next stock in line is Pondy Oxide. Now look at this beautiful chart. I think this is awesome. And disclaimer, it's in my portfolio and I've been holding for a long time. This company is into recycling of batteries. They elite batteries, and they are one of the phenomenal management running this company. You should hear their con call recently. They explained this business strategy, but they have got some recent they're setting up a new plant for recycling of LED batteries, and I think batteries are, as part of sustainability, is also is an sector itself is growing. So I think this is where explains this company touching all-time high. And for me, the best part is that this company, on always when you're looking long-term chart, turn the logarithmic chart on to get you a clear view. That's where you get to see what exactly the power of this stock chart is. So this stock, if I am, let me let me grab this pricing and see. This stock gave 3,756 returns last time it had a rally, and after that, this is next rally which is beginning after this base formation, right? If I have to take like for like comparison, let's take it here, because after all it is also a, so let's take this big 72, from 72, let's take this one, then also it is 9 times. Now if I have to take it here, this is heading up for the next leg of rally, which is, I think, is already broken out. The I have to wait for this monthly candle to be closed at all-time high, which most likely will be, and then also this broken this trend line also, which is also a good sign. And you see here another good example of this trend line. I also want to share with you because I believe in blending fundamentals with technicals, and you see here this this was a trend line and it retested this and again moved up, though this is all-time high line, but it never broke. And and you see the volume bars are telling every time price is moving up, the volumes, and you see this is a clear sign of acclimation. Every time it is falling, it is a very low red candles. Every time moving up, you have a green bars falling up. So you have to look at this price action that tells you something really strong happening and the stock is going into strong hands. Yeah. So that will give you a conviction of adding on to it every rally. And the trend of the stock has changed at 300 levels actually, and even around this level the trend was changed of the stock, and ever since it has been over almost double from there on, right? So these are the six stocks. So Awadh International, BEL, Infobeam, ITC, Control Print, and Ponti Exide. And I think another one which is you should watch is an ITC. I've already talked about RHIM. I have already made a video here, which is also doing really well. I have made a video on 2 months ago on this one, uh, all these four stocks, and this stock is already given a great returns thereafter. And I think it is poising for another decent return from here on RHIM. Another stock in my watch list is GAEL. Again, GL has gone run up a bit. I would talk about that Gujarat Ambuja Exports. They're into process and agriculture commodities, and the stock is doing phenomenally well. But again, it's on my watch list. It's already run up a lot, so I'm not going to recommend to even look at that at this point. And but keep it in your watch list as well. So that's all I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you got some value, and if you I will bid a goodbye to you before, not before, again requesting you to hit the notification bell, subscribe my channel, and also give a thumbs up, and please help me share this video to your fellow friends and like-minded individuals who also want to learn investing. That way at least they can benefit from this effort which I'm making as part of this peaceful weekend investing. Till the next video, I wish you a great, profitable week ahead and happy investing. Thank you. Bye bye.